Imagine a world where the UK finds itself entangled in a prolonged and costly war in Europe. The government's decision to send troops to Ukraine, while well-intentioned, carries dire consequences for the nation's economy and the everyday lives of its citizens. With defense spending soaring from 2.3% to 3% of GDP, the government's resources are stretched thin. Billions of pounds are diverted from essential services such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure to fund the war effort. To finance this military campaign, the UK must take on massive amounts of debt. Higher interest rates and borrowing costs follow, putting an immense strain on the economy. The public debt skyrockets, leading to austerity measures and cuts to vital public services. The consequences for ordinary citizens are devastating. With less funding for healthcare, patients face longer wait times and reduced quality of care. Education suffers as schools struggle to provide adequate resources and maintain staff. Infrastructure projects are halted, leaving roads and public transportation in disrepair. As the economy falters, businesses close, and unemployment rises. The job market becomes increasingly unstable, pushing more families into poverty. Reliance on food banks and social assistance programs grows, but with reduced funding, these safety nets are stretched to their limits. Amidst this economic turmoil, the UK faces a growing migrant crisis. Thousands of migrants arrive on small boats, overwhelming the asylum system and straining public resources even further. The government's efforts to remove illegal migrants have increased, but the sheer volume of arrivals continues to challenge border security and social services. The threat of terrorism looms large, with recent attacks in Europe heightening fears. Authorities have raised alert levels, citing risks from both Islamist and far-right extremists. The UK must now balance the need for heightened security with the economic strain of increased defense spending. The social fabric of the nation begins to unravel. Protests and social unrest become commonplace as people struggle to make ends meet. The UK's decision to engage in this theoretical war has far-reaching consequences that ripple through every aspect of society. It's crucial to consider the long-term economic impacts of military decisions. A strong and prosperous UK requires careful and measured choices that prioritize the well-being of its citizens. Let's ensure our leaders make decisions that protect our public purse and safeguard our future.